Yahoo! Hey, I'm Tony Winchester with Tony's Talk Show. I'm here with my buddy Big Pat. And, man, how you feeling tonight? You doing okay?
Feeling wonderful, Tony. How about yourself?
Oh, man, I'm in heaven, and I mean that sincerely. So, it's my pleasure to have you as a guest on Tony's Talk Show. So, I've watched you on and off quite a bit, and over the last, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months, I guess. And I really got to tell you, you're a pleasure to watch when you're streaming. And thank you for, coming down and being a guest on the show.
I appreciate it, Tony. You're also a pleasure to watch. I love coming into your stream every day.
All right, man. That's cool. Hey, I'm just curious, where are you from?
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I was born and raised there, and I'm currently in South Carolina with the United States Marine Corps.
Oh, man. I bet you're just a humidity mosquito city, huh?
Hot and terrible.
Yeah. So, wow. So, I grew up in this. I was born in North Carolina, so, right next door to where you are, and the humidity was crazy in the summertime. It really was.
Oh, yeah.
And the bugs, oh, God, they got bugs that I never imagined before,
We call it Love Bug Central around here.
Yeah, I always got a big kick out of the fireflies.
Oh, I love seeing the fireflies. My son loves them as well.
Yeah, man, I used to put them in the jar, and I don't know. I told this story a couple of times, but I put them in a jar, and the next morning they were dead. And I went in and cried to my dad and asked him, could we use electricity to bring them back to life? You know what I mean? So he said, no, it don't work that way. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I asked the same thing.
So, what got you into gaming?
I've always loved games ever since I was a little kid. My uncle gave me a Nintendo 64 to play on whenever I was younger, and the first game I ever played was The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Wow.
So ever since then, I've always played games. I've always had to be on a video game in my free time. If I wasn't playing a video game, I was going insane. Trying to read a book, I could never do it. But playing video games was the one thing I could always do for hours on end.
That's cool. What's your favorite part of gaming?
Favorite part of gaming is the variety of the different games that are available. So, like you got your first-person shooters like Call of Duty, Battlefield, things like that. Then you got MMOs like RuneScape and World of Warcraft, and you've got dark games like Dark Souls and things like that. So I love the variety that gaming gives you, and I love being able to go into basically a different world and be whoever you want to be.
Yeah. I personally, I like the MMORPGs. I really spend a lot of time playing League of Legends. I spend a lot of time playing WoW. I know you play WoW, and
Yes, I do.
hey, let's say it. Come on. For the Horde! For the Horde! Hell yeah, man. So I really, really love that game. I do. So
Yeah.
I like RuneScape better, but but the main thing is I like the MMORPGs. I watch the first-person shooters, and they seem like they would get real boring real fast. You know what I mean? And it's
In my opinion, they kind of do. Call of Duty, it's really the same thing over and over. You just spawn in, you go and kill someone, you spawn in, go and kill someone. Destiny, kind of the same thing. You spawn in, go and kill some monsters, you're done. But then RuneScape, you just you can go and train any skill, and I find RuneScape to be one of my favorite games.
Now I watch you stream, and I know you're a family man, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I know you're in the Marine Corps. I want to make sure before this is over, I thank you for your service, okay?
It's my pleasure. I do it for the people like you.
Hey, and I want to tell you, thank your family for me for their sacrifice, because believe me, it's tough on a family when a guy's in the military. You know what I mean? And
Yes, it is.
and I just want to tell you, thank you for for being you. So I think that's really nice of you and really cool.
Yeah.
When did you get into RuneScape, and how did you get into RuneScape?
I got into RuneScape in about 2002, mid to early 2002. I was shown it by a friend of mine who lived down the street from me, and he just came up to me one day and he was like, dude, I have the greatest game in the world. This game's so cool. It has like thousands upon thousands of people playing it. And I was like, all right, well, what's it called? He was like, RuneScape. Go look at the time, we actually called it Run Escape. We didn't know that it was RuneScape.
Right.
So he was like, it's Run Escape, Run Escape. So I went home and I Googled Run Escape and I made my account. It still has its original name that has the year 2002 in it because that was when it was made.
Yeah.
And ever since, I've just been playing it.
That's really, really cool. When did you start streaming?
I started streaming originally back last year. I was streaming mostly console games, so like PS4 games like Destiny, and I was streaming Call of Duty. I was streaming, I think I was streaming Grand Theft Auto. I don't even remember what all I was doing at the time, but then my account got hacked. My Twitch account got hacked, and I wound up having to make a new one, having to basically start from scratch. And I have been streaming on my new account, Bigpat904, for roughly 3-4 months now.
Yeah. Now you look in your mid-20s, am I about right?
Yes, you are. 24, and I turned 25 in December.
All right, cool, man. Hey. So, what's your astrology sign?
I am a Sagittarius.
All right, cool. I'm a Libra, so not like that. I mean, most people don't. I know I don't think any of that stuff is real, but sometimes it's kind of fun just to look at it, like if you're reading the newspaper or something, So
I love looking and seeing that I'm a little guy with a bow,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So. When it comes to the streaming, you started about a year ago, okay?
Yep.
Now, what really got you into it?
Well, whenever I first started, I was following a guy who was really big into Destiny, and I thought it was probably the coolest thing in the world that I was able to play video games and also talk to other people, like hundreds of people at the same time as playing this video game, as opposed to just having a party of 3 or 4 people. And I was like, I really want to do this. This is something I could actually like have fun doing. So I wound up making my own account, and the guy actually wound up giving me a few hosts here and there, and it was just meeting new people that really brought me into it. Yeah.
Now, where do you hope to be in a year from now, as a streamer? I mean,
a year from now, I would say I would hope to be. I'm not going to say the most popular streamer because that's so far fetched. But a year from now, I would actually like to have people come into my stream and be able to just say, oh, hey, Big Pat, how's it going? Do you want to come play this game? Or what game are you playing today? Can I come and join your game?
Yeah.
That's really where I want to be, just where people would love to come into my stream and just say, hey, let's go do this boss, or hey, let's go play this game, or, things like that.
Well, just looking at you look like the friendliest guy in the world. That's the truth. And,
I tend to be as much as I can.
Yeah, I think you're really cool, and I can't imagine somebody popping into your channel and not wanting to stay, And truly, I hope that you're really successful at this.
I appreciate that.
Now, what hours do if somebody was trying to find your stream, where would they look, and what time? I mean,
Mostly I am in the RuneScape section streaming. Occasionally I hop into games like Fortnite or Overwatch, World of Warcraft, and sometimes League of Legends. But mostly I'm in the RuneScape section, and I'm streaming usually from on the weekdays around 7 p.m. Eastern time to 10 or 11 Eastern.
Yeah.
And then on the weekends, I usually tend to stream from about 7 to anywhere up to 2 or 3 in the morning.
Now, any of these times are Eastern Standard Time, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So, what would you say separates you from other streamers?
I would say I pay attention to my chat a lot, kind of like you do. I like to get involved with other people. I like giving them advice where I can. I like taking advice where I can even get it.
Right on.
And then I also like to invite people to come and do whatever I'm doing, whether it be just skilling, cutting down some ivy or some magic trees or whatever,
Yeah.
or if it be coming into a World of Warcraft server and just helping me level or doing the newest raid with me, whatever it may be. I tend to be more of a person who tries to talk with as many people as I can,
Yeah.
rather than just talk to the one person on the rare occasion.
Yeah. Now, have you tried this new farming deal?
I've tried it. I'm not a big fan of it. I honestly do not like the update at all.
Oh, okay. So, I like to throw it out there, you know what I mean? What was your favorite part about WoW?
My favorite part about WoW, I would have to say the fact that as I leveled, I was able to go and do new bosses. I was able to go into new dungeons. I was able to also scale my gear with my level like RuneScape, but I had more of a variety. So with me, I'm a Tauren Paladin, protection paladin, so I'm the tank, and I like to just run around and take all the hits while everyone's just over there doing, hey, magic spell, range attacks. WoW was probably one of the biggest variety games that I had at the time whenever I started it. So,
well, you've been streaming for a year now. If you were talking with somebody and they were going to be starting this week, what tips would you have for them?
I would tell them to be engaged with their chat. Don't just blow it off, and don't not interact with people, because I'll see it all the time with some new streamers. They'll have people talking to them, and they'll just kind of be ignoring them, or they'll give them some smart ass answer. Pardon my French, but they'll just give them some snobby answer, or they won't even talk to them at all. So I would definitely say be engaged with your chat. And sadly, in today's day and age, you already have people who are the top tier of their game that they stream. So be different. Don't just do the same thing everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to just go and play a game for no reason. Just have variety.
Yeah, I think that you're right. So that's pretty cool. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is purple. I love the color purple.
Right on.
Right behind purple, it would actually be a specific hue of orange, kind of like a sunrise/sunset orange.
Yeah.
Those are my two favorite, and it varies day to day.
What kind of food do you like?
You put anything on my plate and I will eat it. I do not have a favorite food. I will eat anything in the world other than squash and tomato soup.
Yeah. Now, as a streamer, where do you hope to be in a year from right now?
Like I said, I would hope to just be where people would come to my stream and just say, hey, it's Bigpat, let's go do something. Let's go tackle this new boss, or let's go and let's just go chop ivy, or let's go play some World of Warcraft.
Well, I mean more along the lines of, do you want to have 100 viewers or 500 viewers, or do you want to, you understand, do you want to be full-time? Like when you get out of the service, you finally finish the service. Are you hoping to have a big career as a streamer, or?
I would love to be a full-time streamer. I know that would take some work, and it would take some scheduling and all that good stuff. But honestly, I would love to be a full-time streamer.
So that's your first choice when you get out of the service, right?
That will probably be my first choice.
Right on. Cool. Now, do you have a backup? Is there something else that you might do to support your family?
I have quite a few backups. I'm actually going to college right now so that I can
cool.
Be a programmer, and if things don't work out with streaming, then I can always pick that up and just go and do programming.
Man, you're a busy guy.
I tend to stay busy as much as I can.
Yeah, man, you work your butt off at, as being a Marine, you go to college and you got a family and you're streaming and, oh, wow. I think that is fantastic, okay?
I like to stay busy. I don't like to be sitting still for too long unless if I'm playing video games.
Now, when you have some free time and you're not streaming and you're not a Marine and you're not, you understand, what do you actually like to do? What do you like to go do?
Honestly, I like to spend as much time as I can with my kids. But apart from that, I love to skateboard. I love to read books, but mostly books about fantasy. And sounds really weird, but I love climbing trees. I don't know why. I've always loved climbing trees. Might be part of the daredevil in me, but I just love climbing trees.
I think that's cool as hell. Are trolls a problem for you in your stream, or do you just kind of shrug it off and keep moving forward?
I've had a few come in and try and get under my skin, but typically I'll sit there, I'll give them what they want, get into their little game and play along with it. But typically I can tell that it's a troll, so I kind of do a little bit of trolling back at the same time, but it typically don't bother me.
Now, being married, okay, do you ever have any girls come in and flirt with you?
I have not had that happen yet.
Yeah.
And, if I do, I actually have my wife who is a admin in my Twitch stream. So if it does happen, then my wife typically comes in and takes care of it.
Hell yeah.
And I tend to do the same for her. She's a streamer as well, and if she has something like that happen, then I'll hop into her stream and do the same exact thing.
I really enjoyed woodcutting. I used to love to cut elders, and we'd come and maybe sometimes, I ain't kidding you, there'd be 16 people around chopping an elder, and then we'd all 16 go to the next elder and the next elder,
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of neat. You're just sitting there chatting in game and BSing back and forth, and it's really weird. Next thing you know, you got the same group back again tomorrow, and next thing you know, they get the same group back again tomorrow.
Right.
Did you experience that in RuneScape or in WoW?
I have experienced it in RuneScape actually. I had a buddy of mine. We were in a race to see if we could get 99 woodcutting and mining. So we would both be working on the same skill at once, and then we wound up actually getting a whole group of like 15 or 16 other people who were trying to have a race to 99. So it was always really fun coming on, and we would all be in the same world. And we'd be like, all right, who has the most experience now? Who's the closest? Who's going to beat who? So it was always really fun.
Yeah. Now, in your stream, you have some supporters, you have some, friends. I want to give you a chance to shout out maybe 2, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people that are big supporters of you and your stream. Okay.
Okay. Well, first, I want to give a huge shout out to my wife. She has probably been the biggest supporter of my stream. She was the first person to actually give me a host on stream. She wound up giving me like 6 viewers into my brand new account. So definitely a big shout out to her. Second would actually be my brother. My brother has been a really huge supporter. He'll always come in. He'll make sure if my nightbot's down, he'll always be checking all my commands, making sure my commands are up. So big shout out to him. And then I want to give a huge shout out to my buddy Brandon back in Florida. He loves coming into my stream. He's a really big supporter. He'll always keep pushing me to go to a boss more than what I want to do, and he'll always say, "Oh man, go kill that boss. Go get your final drop or whatever it is." So huge shout out to him, and then a huge shout out to my buddy RS Waka.
Right on.
Always coming into my stream. He'll always be that one viewer who's there first. So huge shout out to him.
He is a great guy. I mean, you and I both. I know him too. You know what I mean? And
right.
he's a really wonderful friend, you know what I mean? And
Yes, he is.
yeah, and I think that's cool as hell, you know. It's,
He's actually the one who introduced me to your stream, and I have not regretted a single moment of it.
all right, well, thanks. That's nice of you. So, Big Waka, thank you for being a pal to us both, man. We appreciate it. You know, it's been really, really fun talking with you. You know, it's one thing to talk to somebody in stream because all you really see is they're typing. You know what I mean? And this is the first time we really met each other face to face. And I mean, really and truly, I'm sure your parents are real proud. You're a real nice young man, and it's just my pleasure to get to know you better. You know, and
Right.
and I'll tell you what, my hope is that you're not too big in 6 months, and then in 6 months you'll come back and be on our talk show again. You know, so
I will most definitely come back to your talk show any day of the week.
all right, man, you're a good
Whether
guy.
it be 6 months, a year, or 2 years, I will always come back to your talk show.
All right. Now, being in the military, you know, you see these tanks and you see this and you see these helicopters and everything. What kind of car do you like? What kind of car your dream car?
My dream car is a Nissan Skyline.
Trash.
I've always loved the Skylines, and I would have to say it is the Fast and the Furious series that really got me into Skylines. Whenever I first saw one on there,
Mhm.
I just had to have a Skyline. I would not get any other car other than a Skyline if I had the money for it.
Wow.
I could care less for the Bugattis or the Lambos or the Ferraris. I just want a Skyline.
Now, myself, I'm in love with a 1966 Chevelle Super Sport. So,
Right behind the Skyline now. Don't get me wrong. Right behind the Skyline is a 69 Nova.
yeah, I love those old muscle cars. You know,
Oh yeah.
So, are you handy? I mean, like, you know, can you work on your own car, or has it got to go straight to the shop?
I can do very minimal maintenance. I can change my oil, I'll tell you that much. I can change my tire.
Yeah.
But once it starts getting too much more in depth than that, I either go to YouTube or go to the shop.
Now, what's your favorite kind of music?
I am mostly into heavy metal more than any other genre. But I listen to every genre out there. Even classical music. I mean, like classical
Yeah, I
violin
understand.
and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So every genre, but heavy metal is definitely the topping on the cake.
Right on. Cool. You know what, Big Pat, it's been really, really wonderful being here with you and talking with you and everything. You know, and we're getting close to about a half hour on the show, and I just want to thank you and for putting up with me and for visiting with me. I want to thank your wife for putting up with me and letting us visit. You know, I really appreciate that. And all I can really say is I wish you all the success in the world. You know.
Well, I thank you very much for that, Tony. It has been a pleasure.
Yeah, and I hope that being on Tony's talk show, let some people on the internet get to know you better, and I hope that they come see you, because I know I like you and I like your show.
I appreciate that.
Now, before we go, I'm hoping that you'll do a big Yahoo with me.
Well, I can't do it too loud because the kids are asleep.
I understand. Okay. All right. Well, I'll do the big part. You do the little part. How's that? All right.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Yahoo! Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And, I hope you have a great night, and I hope your family has a great night. And it was just really and truly a pleasure being here with you. And everybody watching, thank you guys for watching the show tonight. We really, really appreciate it. And you guys have a great night. Yahoo! And I'll see you tomorrow. Bam! Yeah.
Good night.
Yahoo!